Alright people, welcome to Porch Rants. It is I, Don Chucky. Episode 4 is here. We are one day, less than 24 hours away from the NFL season. I do apologize, this recording is being done offline because OBS is a piece of shit. I can't fucking stand OBS sometimes, and I don't know what else to say other than I am annoyed by it. We'll have to fix it, you know. My overlays weren't working and it wasn't showing up right on Twitch, so really this is all I have to say.
Oh jeez, Rick!
I mean, other than that, I can't really think of much else to say, but we are going to dive very deep into the NFL season today. We also got some other sports news and topics to tackle, and some video game news, so I'm very excited to bring all this to you. First things first, some NFL COVID news that happened recently within the last week. NFL proposes increased testing amid virus surge. NFLPA would prefer daily testing for all NFL players. It has now been changed to where vaccinated players are tested once every 7 days. Those who aren't vaccinated are tested daily. Not sure what to think about this other than obviously safety concerns, because with the NFL, COVID is still very much going on. There are still plenty of people who are going on and off of the COVID list, and it's a big deal. You know, a couple quarterbacks and some other people have, you know, had struggles with that. Carson Wentz recently just got off the COVID list after his injury, so thankfully he's better now, but I don't know if he's going to start the first game. Have they cleared him yet? I don't know if they've cleared him yet. I mean, I know he's got something to prove and he's got a lot going on. I don't think he's playing. Beats all expectations. Maybe he will be playing week 1 for the Colts. They could definitely use the help. So some of the things we're going to be breaking down. I'm going to be picking all of the NFL week 1 winners. I'm going to give you my who sucks less, which is basically the worst game of the week. I'm also going to give you NFL division winners, wildcard teams, who's in the Super Bowl, who wins the Super Bowl, and a couple other things like MVP, Rookie of the Year, etc. I'll give you a few things like that. Obviously, I'm a Washington fan, but there will be no bias here, I promise you. I am definitely going to be very, very much on the attack of what Washington will be doing this season. Very interested in what they're doing. Cowboys restructure Zeke's contract to create cap space because obviously they need that. Jacksonville will be hosting the Saints-Packers game, obviously due to, was it Ida? It was that awful storm. And obviously within the last week or so, Patriots cut Cam Newton. I mean, you kind of saw it coming. He just wasn't playing to his potential. That Mac kid really was kicking some serious ass. He was really doing well in the preseason, and you know, I know Belichick said that they didn't factor in vaccinations, but I think they kind of still do, even though, because it's less of a pain in the ass with vaccinations than it is to not do with vaccinations, if you know what I mean. I mean, I know a lot of people say, you know, like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, it's kind of a big deal. I mean, because, you know, it affects practice, it affects workouts, it affects everything that has to do with the NFL. All right. Here we go, baby. Let's start with the divisions. All right, my winner of the AFC East is the Buffalo Bills. How many games will they win? Honestly, I think they'll win 11 or 12. I really think they're going to win around 11 or 12. That division's wide open now that Tom Brady's not there anymore. I'm sorry. It's true. I don't care how many people get mad at me about it. Tom Brady left the AFC. The AFC's nearly wide open minus Patrick Mahomes. And, you know, the Chiefs aren't indestructible. They have problems. Now, you know, they're still good, but every team has a problem. Every team has weaknesses. You never know what's going to happen during the regular season. All right, AFC North. I am choosing the Ravens. Kind of an easy gimme pick here. I mean, you think about it, the Browns are up and coming. Steelers, they've got Ben still, but they fell apart last year after they got washed up by the Washington football team. Ha ha ha, I saw a little pun there. So I think the Ravens are it. The Bengals are what are the Bengals aren't even a question. They're nowhere near in the conversation of playoffs right now. AFC South, we're going to go with the Colts. How many games are they going to win? Probably, I'd say around 11 or 12. I don't think any team's really going to win more than 13 games this year or 14. I mean, there's a few teams that could, but I don't think so. But the Colts, I feel like they're going to win that division. Jacksonville could be a sneaky surprise. Titans, I'm not buying them. And the Texans are a shit show right now with Deshaun Watson still being on the team despite all the issues going on there. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know what to say about that other than no. Give me the Colts, AFC South. AFC West. I mean, it's the Chiefs' division to lose. How can it not be? The Broncos? The Raiders? The Chargers? I mean, I don't know. I don't buy them. I don't buy into any other team in that division. Chiefs will win 13 games. Easy. I mean, even if they split with the rest, like their division, a couple times, they're still going to win around 13 games. Book it. Those are the AFC division leaders. Now we're going to go to the NFC. This might surprise you a bit, maybe just a little. So we're going to dive right into the NFC. NFC North. It's the Packers. I mean, Rodgers is still there for now. The Bears don't really show me anything. Aren't they starting Andy Dalton this year? Before they start a rookie quarterback? Yeah, I'm not afraid of Andy Dalton. Didn't we see what he did with the Cowboys last year? Nothing. Vikings have Kirk Cousins. They're great and all, but I just don't see them winning the division. Detroit's on the rebuild. Yeah, it's the Packers. Give me the Packers, 12 games. We are going to go now to the NFC South. I mean, and it's going to be the Tampa Bay Tom Brady's. I mean, Buccaneers. Ha ha ha. Come on. Tom Brady went to a new team during COVID and is the first quarterback in NFL history and the first team in NFL history to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium. How can you bet against that? I'm sorry. 13 games. Easy. 13 games. Book it. Tampa Bay Bucks win the division, NFC South. The Saints, I mean, they don't have Drew Brees anymore. I don't know what to think of them. Panthers, Falcons might be a challenge, but I mean, they just got rid of Julio Jones. Their best receiver, arguably. I don't buy into them yet. It's really hard for me to buy into any other team in this division right now. They have to prove it. We'll get to that point where we start seeing proof in the pudding, but that's who I choose for the South. Now, the East. If Dak Prescott stays healthy, as much as I can't stand the Cowboys, I will say that the Cowboys will likely win the division of the NFC East with around 10 games. I don't see the NFC East winner winning more than like 10, 11 games. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter if it's Washington. I don't care if Philly surprises us. I don't care if the Giants get their head out of their ass. It is not going to be a pretty division just like it was last year. We haven't had a repeat division winner since like 2004 when the Eagles did it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I believe it was the Eagles. So who's to think that that's going to change anytime soon right now? I don't think so. But I don't know. I could always be wrong, but I'm right quite often, and we'll find out exactly how right I am this year. It's going to be fun. All right, NFC West. We are looking at the Seahawks. For some reason, ESPN posted an article saying that the Seattle Seahawks are going to fall apart. I mean, they've still got Russell Wilson, right? They still got a pretty good defense last time I remember, right? I mean, I'm not sold on the 49ers yet with Garoppolo. The Cardinals are okay. They're sneaky, but they're just not proven. And then the Rams have a great defense. But what is Stafford going to do? Matt Stafford is really the big key for the Rams this year. Can they be great? Yeah, Stafford's not a bad quarterback. He's really not. It's just the Lions have had teams for the last how many years? Because let's see. They either have a good offense like Calvin Johnson or Barry Sanders or some other really good Hall of Fame caliber player and then a fantastic defense. Or they really don't have anything on their team at all. And that's sad, but it's totally true. I'm sorry, Lions fans. I don't mean to be rude, but do you really have faith in your team? Aren't you happy you got rid of Stafford? Just saying. All right. So, division winners are done in the books. I wrote this down too, so trust me, it's going to be in the message. It'll be in a pinned comment on YouTube because I want people to see what I picked so that you guys can comment below. Let me know what you think. Go to my YouTube and tell me why I'm wrong. That's what I want to hear the most. Come to my Twitch stream and tell me why I'm wrong. Find me on Instagram. Find me on TikTok. All these places. Come tell me I'm wrong. I'd love to hear why. I'd love to hear how I am wrong. All right. Wildcard teams. This is going to be fun. So, you can have 3 wildcard teams in each division. I mean, not in each division, but each conference. Sorry. So, my wildcard teams for the AFC are a little spicy. We've got the Jaguars, the Chargers, and the Patriots. Why did I pick the Jaguars? I feel like that's a sexy pick. I feel like that's one of those, like, hey, I want to be there first. I do. They just picked up a rookie quarterback that can actually show something. I saw him in the preseason. He looks pretty good. Jacksonville has been on the cusp. That division is not that strong. There is no clear-cut winner in the AFC South. Remember that. It's going to be a close division. Peyton Manning isn't there anymore. Andrew Luck isn't there anymore. There is no dominant team in the AFC South. So, yeah, pretty sure Jacksonville will go. Because, I mean, I'm looking at Steelers might sneak in from the AFC North, but I don't buy it. That's just my opinion. I feel like Roethlisberger's on his last leg. All right, I said the Chargers. Why did I say the Chargers? Justin Herbert's a great-looking quarterback. And, again, who else really looks like they're going to come from the AFC? The AFC is kind of wide open now because, honestly, the most prolific quarterback in the AFC is Mahomes. After that, I mean, you've got Josh Allen, great quarterback, Lamar Jackson, Ravens, but that's it. Again, Roethlisberger is not, a spring chicken anymore. He's older. He's still great, but he's older. He makes some mistakes. I mean, the Raiders have Derek Carr. Sorry, they have Derek Carr. The Broncos, I don't even know who's starting in the Broncos. I couldn't tell you. Houston is starting Tyrod Taylor. Good for them, obviously, but as far as winning, I just don't know how much they're going to win this year. Bengals still have Joe Burrow. Dolphins, Tua? Yeah, Tua. Jets, rookie quarterback. Patriots, rookie quarterback. But I still think that the Belichick method will get them into playoffs because it's Belichick. I mean, if he flops this year, a second year without Tom Brady, then it's going to be in the writing that, Bill needed Tom Brady. Bill needed certain other players back when they had this prolific defense, the Brewskis and the Ty Law and everybody. But that's just my opinion, obviously. There's a lot to it. There's a lot going on in the AFC. It is a wide open gun show there, in my opinion. It is not going to be any short of interesting, in my opinion. NFC wildcard teams. I am picking the Washington football team, the San Francisco 49ers, and the Saints. Now, why am I picking them? If Washington can repeat as a top 5 defense this year, and I say and their offense actually gets around the middle of the pack, like 15 to 20, as far as overall with the yards and the touchdowns and shit, way better than last year when we had the 32nd offense in the NFL in a lot of the categories, we will make the playoffs, or we will fight and be so close. And that's fine. I'm cool with that. You have to understand, our schedule is going to be a lot tougher. We're fighting division winners this year. We're fighting top-rated teams. As a realistic Washington football fan, I like to think of myself as one. All I got to say is, if their defense is top 5, we will stand a chance. Chase Young, monster. Absolute monster. The Predator. The guy. And then you've got the whole defensive line full of first-round picks. We upgraded our linebacker core. Our defensive backs look pretty good. We just have to score. We just have to get touchdowns. Our offense is still unproven. Scary Terry needs to go off. Fitzmagic needs to just, let it fly. And we need to run the ball just a little bit more. But we have a chance to make it as a wild card team, and I'm totally cool with that. All right, Niners. Why did I choose the Niners? Well, I feel like the Rams are going to fall flat this year, just my own opinion. I mean, they've got the defense, but do you really want to put your faith in Matthew Stafford? Can you tell me with extreme confidence that you really want to put money down that Matthew Stafford is going to lead your team to the playoffs or the Super Bowl? Tell me. Let me know, because I would love to hear that. I would absolutely love to hear that you think Matt Stafford is going to take you to the playoffs, because has Detroit been in the playoffs since? No. Sorry. Now, the Niners, good coaching, good defensive philosophy. I still don't have too much faith in their quarterback situation, but we'll see what happens. They're in a division that's very interesting. I mean, but again, like when you look at the rest of the NFC, who do you really see coming out as a playoff team? Playoff teams would be like the Saints, the Rams, but still Matthew Stafford. I don't have faith in him. Arizona could sneak in. The Vikings could barely sneak in. We could have 3 teams from the NFC East. That's happened before, but it's rare. It's really rare for 3 teams to be in the playoffs in the same year, so I just don't buy it. And the last one is the Saints. Again, Saints, good playbook, good defense, pretty good quarterback play, good coach. I buy into them. It's not too hard to buy into that, at least. It's not too hard for me to say that I think the Saints could make a wild card team. Now, will they go much further? I don't know. My Super Bowl pick is crazy. I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to say that right now, and I hope you understand,
my man,
that I'm doing crazy because I find it very interesting. I think it would be a very interesting Super Bowl. I feel like it would just be one of those Super Bowls where, this is just like, this would be interesting. Because you look at the style of teams that I picked. Good defense, mobile quarterbacks, gunslingers as well. Not Vic Gunslinger, but close enough. Alright, so here are my picks. The Super Bowl matchup. The Buffalo Bills versus the Seattle Seahawks. Everybody stop for a second.
Oh, hell no!
I mean, that's what probably a lot of people are going to say, but that's what I think is going to happen. I think that's going to happen, and I'm going to hold that accountable for the whole season. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's fine. Doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm here to talk. I'm here to rant. I'm here to tell you my opinions about shit and go through different things, and that's what we do here. Now, why does Buffalo win? Because the Bills have never won a Super Bowl, and I think that'd be funny. Buffalo finally wins the Super Bowl. They end their nickname of Boy I Love Losing Super Bowls, which the reason why is because they're the only team in NFL history to go to 4 Super Bowls in a row and lose them all. Lost every single one from 1990 to 1993. Like 89, 90, 90, 91, 91, 92, 92, yeah. 4 Super Bowls. Crazy. Or 90, 90, whatever, you know what I mean. 4 years in a row they lost. Big sad for Buffalo. I had an algebra teacher who loved Buffalo. And it was funny because he used to have these like extra credit questions, right? And it'd be something like, who was the famous running back for the Buffalo Bills back in the 90s? And when I got an answer right, he was so excited. And we used to talk football a little bit and stuff. He was like, how do you know all this stuff? Like, oh, my grandfather. Because I used to just sit there for years as a kid watching football with my grandpa every Sunday during football season. It was one of the best times of my life. And that's why I still watch football every single weekend. I love it. I live for football. It's my favorite sport. It always will be. It always has been. So, now let's go through some rewards. The awards. Okay. MVP, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it's fitting. He's in this like us against the world kind of mentality. He's tired of all this shit that's been going on in Green Bay, and he needs to figure out what he wants to do next, if he's going to leave or not. It's going to be very interesting if he leaves. But I just want to say that, I think that he's going to be the MVP. I think he's going to light it up this season. I think it's not even going to be close. A lot of other people could obviously be, the MVP, but I just think he's going to do it. Josh Allen could be a close second, which would be a lot of fun, actually, if Josh Allen was the MVP, but I just don't know if I buy that. Comeback player of the year is going to be Dak Prescott because of his injury last year, which was awful, ugly. And as a Washington football team fan, I don't wish ill will on rival teams like other people do. I might say hit him and stuff, but I mean, I don't really want them to be injured to the point that they can't move. I don't believe in that stuff. So all I can say is, yeah, I think Dak Prescott has that award in the bag as long as he stays healthy for the whole year. And I think Defensive Player of the Year is going to be Aaron Donald, who's been winning that reward for the last, like, what, 3-4 years? Something like that. It's been crazy long how long he's been winning that shit. Week 1 NFL picks. So, write this down and make sure to check the description of my YouTube video for this podcast. All these picks will be in there for week 1, as always. So here, let's pull up the schedule. All right, everybody. This is going to be the fun part. This is the part of the show where I try to guess who is going to win all these games. All right. Also, don't forget that we are raising money and awareness for reproductive cancer because it is reproductive cancer awareness month. The color of the ribbon is teal. This really hits home with me because my wife is a cancer survivor of reproductive cancer. She's a long-term survivor. She had this disease years ago, and she's still going strong right now. So I believe firmly in Stand Up to Cancer's message. In my comments, there will be a Tiltify link where you can donate to the cause. Even $1 helps. Please share or donate to the link if you're able to. I really appreciate it. Now let's get back to the picks. All right, tomorrow night's game, or if you're watching this game might be already going on, but the pick is now. All these picks are before the games start. That's how we do this. Even if the upload's a little late. Dallas at Tampa. Sorry. No way am I picking against Tom Brady. I don't really care. I am going with the Bucs, obviously. All right, Sunday's matchups. Philadelphia at Atlanta. I mean, this is just a toss-up, in my opinion. Philadelphia is unproven. Atlanta just got rid of some people, but I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of feel like the Falcons will pull it out. So we're gonna go Falcons. Steelers at Bills. I'm going Bills because I believe in Josh Allen this year. I really think that they're gonna take off. I think Ben is old. I think Ben is on his way out soon. Not yet, but soon. I wouldn't call it a farewell tour, but it's going to get there soon. All right, Vikings at Bengals. We're going to go Vikings. I don't believe in Joe Burrow yet. Sorry. That's just how it works. Next, we have the 49ers at the Lions. Niners. I don't even know who's starting at quarterback in Detroit. I couldn't tell you if I tried. So, if I don't know the quarterback, you're probably not going to win that many games this year. All right, so we've got Cardinals at Titans. I'm going to go with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. Cardinals. All right, Seahawks at Colts. I'm going Seahawks. Easy. Chargers at Washington Football Team. I am going with the Washington Football Team. I just don't buy in Justin Herbert hypes yet. Sorry, I just don't. Honestly, this game might be my who sucks less pick coming up here soon. The Jets at the Panthers. I don't know. This is such a bad game. Rookie quarterback versus whoever the hell's... Who's starting in Carolina? Panthers quarterback. Sam Darnold. Oh my God. So Sam Darnold's facing off against his old team, and the Jets quarterback should be a rookie, right? Zach Wilson. Okay. All right. Well, this game is going to be terrible. We're going to just pick out of the blue. It's Carolina. We're just going to pick the Panthers. Jaguars at Texans. We're going Jaguars. A little upset there. I just don't know how Tyrod Taylor is going to play. Chiefs are going to beat the snot out of Cleveland. Sorry, not sorry. You know what would be interesting? Dolphins go into New England. Dolphins always surprise New England every year. I think the Dolphins beat them week 1. Dolphins beat Patriots. Packers versus Saints. It's going to be Packers, even in Jacksonville. It doesn't matter where they play. I buy stock in Aaron Rodgers at quarterback compared to whoever the hell the Saints are sending out. Giants at Broncos. I would love to say Broncos because I hate the Giants, but I think the Giants will win this one unless that defense really takes off. If the Denver defense gets a good shot or two at the Giants, and that's it for them. Bears at Rams. Rams. Sorry. Andy Dalton's your quarterback. Rams are going to win. Ravens versus Raiders. We're going to go Ravens for Monday night. All right. Now, the next thing, order of business we want to do, because we're going to need a beer for this conversation. This stream's beer of the week. Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Now, why does the Don drink Oktoberfest? Because it's yummy. And Sam Adams has a classic flavor for their Oktoberfest. Just the right amount of caramel, just the right amount of flavor. I absolutely love it. Easy to drink, not too overbearing. It is local compared to being, like with a collab with another brewery, but it's still worth it. I'm a big fan of Sam Adams. They were my breakthrough for craft beer when I was younger. So, honestly, I enjoy them. They're good. And I have a whole 12-pack of Sam Adams variety pack in my fridge, and I guarantee that you should too. It's a great tasting beer, good brand, and I mean, what's not to love? Good tasting beer. Go get it. Alright, now we're going to do the segment of the show called Who Sucks Less? Alright, now, usually I have someone to debate this with, and I'm going to make a sound for that later, because it'd be so much funnier if it's like this loud sound. But Who Sucks Less is basically the worst football game of the week. This football game basically will barely beat out timeshares of reruns of beloved shows like The Bachelor and movies on TBS, basically. But it'll still beat them because it's football. Preseason football games have gotten more shares than NBA Finals games. Look it up, I'm not kidding. The NFL is a monster year-round. The draft, the combine, preseason, regular season, postseason. It's a year-long sport. I'm just saying. My pick, the Jets at the Panthers. Snooze fest. Rookie quarterback versus f***ing terrible quarterback that used to be on the Jets. Sorry, not sorry. I can barely name any players on these teams because of, one, how bad they are, and two, just who they are. It's not going to be a pretty game. I would suggest having a few beers when you watch this game. I would also suggest good food and maybe a bathroom break or two. But that is week one's Who Sucks Less. Now, if there's other things you guys want me to go over, like locks, survivor pool, stuff like that, comment down below. Give me the ideas. Come by my Twitch streams. Trust me, we're going to be fixing the overlay issue. I might even have new overlays soon, which would be very exciting. You know, my wonderful, amazing, super supportive artist, also known as my wife, will be helping me out with everything. So show her some love because she is the main reason why all this stuff happens and why it's all possible. I love her to pieces. She's the best. Absolutely the best. Alright, so now we're going to go to some college football stuff. First, we're going to go to the AP poll. AP poll rankings. After 1 week of college football, these are the college football rankings, Associated Press. Alright, Alabama's number 1. Shocker. Who saw that coming? Man, I had no idea. Georgia, number 2. I mean, shocker. Ohio State's number 3. Oklahoma, number 4. Texas A&M's number 5. Clemson's number 6. Cincinnati's number 7. Notre Dame's number 8. Iowa State's number 9. And Iowa is number 10. If you'd like me to go a little further, I can later. But right now, that's the top 10. Through the top 25, I mean, Miami definitely dropped. They were 14, now they're 22. Arizona went up. Auburn wasn't rated. They cracked the 25. Florida State at 13. Penn State went up from 19 to 11. Iowa went from 18 to 10. Like, these are pretty decent jumps, but as always, Alabama reigns supreme. It's crazy how that works, but it's totally true. Totally true. All right. Now, Baseball standings. We're getting ready for the playoffs, people. So we need to gear up because I will probably make some playoff picks and my Dream World Series. We'll go over that later, though. This is the football week. However, we'll briefly brush through the MLB standings. All right, in the American League East, the Rays are up 9.5 on the Yankees. Oof. I don't think they're going to catch them. In the Central, we've got the Chicago White Sox are 11.5 against over the Cleveland. Right now, they're called the Indians, but they're changing their name to the Guardians, just so everybody understands, you know. In the West, the Astros are 5.5 ahead of the Mariners. They might catch them. It's going to be close. It will definitely be interesting to watch that. In the National League East, unfortunately, the Atlanta Braves are ahead of the Phillies 2.5 games. I hate both teams, so I really don't care. Mets are 4 behind. The Nationals aren't even existing, and neither are the Marlins. Sorry, guys. NL Central, we have the Brewers 11 games ahead of the Reds. Somehow I don't think they're going to come back. In the National League West, we have the Giants 1.5 over the Dodgers. That's neck and neck. Dodgers might take that out of the, once everything is all said and done, we'll see. All right, wild card. If the season ended today, the wild card teams would be the Yankees and the Red Sox. Wow, that would be a crazy wild card. And then the Dodgers and the Padres. Yep. Craziness. Yep. That is some crazy shit. But those are your baseball standings. Alright, people, we have an article that was just brought to my attention by my wonderful, amazing wife, Fireborn Duchess. Let's dive right into it. Alright, Matt Walsh says female sports reporters want to feminize football. This article came out today, around 11 in the morning, on Newsweek. Article reads, Matt Walsh claimed on Tuesday that female sports reporters were seeking to feminize football, which he said is mostly a male space, and said at least one woman journalist was failing to assimilate. Walsh made the remarks on the Matt Walsh Show while discussing Lindsay Gaw, sports director in Southeast Georgia's WOTC 11 TV station. Gaw had tweeted on Twitter about the behavior of fans after Georgia defeated Clemson. Gaw posted a video of fans apparently engaging in harassed behavior and even some men touching her without her consent as they passed her broadcast. Walsh discussed her experience Tuesday and took the opportunity to say he preferred male sports reporters. I must say, this situation only demonstrates why I personally prefer for sports broadcasts, especially football broadcasts, be handled mostly by men. Now, I don't agree with this at all. There's a lot wrong with this. First of all, the fans shouldn't be touching a reporter, male or female, inappropriately. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know fans get riled up, especially for rivalry games. It was a Georgia-Clemson game. But no, Lindsay, though worse than the average, even as far as people go, it's definitely not the only female in most space and seek to feminize it. She's not feminizing it. See, that's the first thing that's wrong with this. She's not feminizing it. Women know a lot about sports. Some women know more about sports than men do. And I think that's hilarious. Women belong wherever they want. Shit, I would love to know more females that know a lot about sports in my life. I mean, I can't expect every female in my life to know a lot about sports. I mean, my mom knew quite a bit about sports. My wife knows a lot more than she did when we first started dating. But I mean, again, that's over years of us being together. Almost, like, we've been together 12 years. It's crazy. But yeah, this article's ridiculous. This quote is just so stupid. She wants the football stadium to be quiet and gentle, considerate, respectful of personal space. She wants it to be a more feminine environment. She's not trying to assimilate herself into the culture of football fans. She is rather hoping that they assimilate themselves to her. No, she's not. She's not asking them to be quiet. She's asking them not to touch her. And I mean, inappropriately. Everybody has a definition of inappropriate. You know what I mean. Don't touch her in certain ways. Like, I know with football, we do a lot of, like, especially before COVID, we did, like, high fives and all this other stuff. And, we would yell and scream and, like, throw things, like... women, she's not feminizing it. She's not trying to make it a safe space for females. She's just asking for a little respect because she's trying to do a job. She never said once about the football stadium being quiet and gentle. Like, they need to be quiet to her and stuff. So ridiculous. This guy's an idiot. Walsh went on to talk about female sports in broader terms, saying that this was a problem across society. People were really mad about what I said about female football analysts, but I didn't even advocate for a legal ban on the practice. So really, I was being pretty tolerant and generous. You think these people would appreciate that, but I never get a credit. What a this motherfucker is an idiot. I'm sorry. This guy is a dumbass. You know, women have had so many problems through everything. From the beginning, when it came to voting, getting a job, still getting treated right at their jobs. I mean, all she's trying to do is work. She didn't ask them to pour her some tea, put on a dress, and sit there and drink coffee and tea and eat little sandwiches. She's trying to do her fucking job. She is just working. She has every right to not be touched inappropriately while she's working. That's not her fault. I've seen sports reporters and how they dress. They usually don't dress, very provocatively. So it's not like she's inviting it. She's not inviting that. So stupid. This is a problem across our culture, Walsh said. Sports have to be an area where the problem is especially pronounced obvious. Females enter areas that are typically catered most of all the men, and quite successfully they try to change them, emasculate them, and thereby destroy the primary reason for their existence. No! She is not trying to emasculate anything. She's not trying to, destroy sports. She is passionate about her job. She's reporting sports. And all she's asking for is a little respect. This phenomenon is so far reaching in football, especially that they're even changing the rules now to make the game itself more gentle and feminine. Wow. I mean, so what? You can't clothesline people in football anymore. They're also doing that for safety. Have you ever heard of concussions? Have you ever heard of all the diseases and issues that the NFL players go through when they retire? This guy's a fucking quack. This guy needs to have his Twitter privileges revoked. Fuck this guy. Seriously. I am so glad that Wifey showed me this article because this guy is a fucking tool. This guy is a fucking tool. I mean, do you agree with me? Do you think that football is being feminized? Because I don't. Yes, it's being safer. Yes, I don't agree with every single rule. But they're not feminizing football just because they have a few female reporters. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And frankly, I think just like a lot of guys would have preferred female gamers when they were younger, like I would have, a lot of guys would prefer female football fans, like outspoken ones, instead of, watching and just sitting there and not being passionate about it. But that's my opinion. That's what we're here for. Man, that was just something. Alright, old but streaming news. We're gonna go through some Twitch shit real quick. I'm sure you all know that DrLupo and TimTheTatman both signed with YouTube Gaming recently. The OG Fortnite squad that used to hang out with Ninja and other various people are now on YouTube Gaming. They signed mega contracts. These guys got paid. They definitely got that money. They got the bag. They're not gonna fumble it. They're gonna get extra just because of the fact that, what did you expect?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
What they got. Does this mean Twitch has a problem? Are more creators going to leave Twitch? DrLupo did say in an interview, I wish I could find it, he talked about some of the reasons why he wanted to leave Twitch. And one of them was definitely because of the hate raids and all the other bullshit Twitch was not fixing. It's almost like Twitch expected people to take off on September 1st because they didn't start September until September 2nd. Remember that, okay? First of all. Second of all, I do agree that protest is good. I think that Twitch has a lot of work to do, but they need competition, and I'm cool with people going to YouTube if it's for the right reasons. If you feel more comfortable streaming on YouTube, go to YouTube and stream. Go to Facebook, go to Trovo, or whatever else comes out. I'm still going to support you if I like you. If I like your content, if I interact with you, you interact with me, and we enjoy each other's content, we support each other when we can on each platform. There's nothing wrong with YouTube. This podcast will be on YouTube. But it's a video, not a stream. But I know plenty of people who have gone to YouTube and stream and enjoy it. They love it. They tell me, oh man, it's just so nice. It's so different. You know, I'm so used to Twitch, I'm just like, yeah, I love Twitch. And I do love Twitch. I like the emotes, I like everything going on. You know, everything is cool on Twitch for me. I don't have too many issues, to be honest. Trolls here and there. But I mean, the hate raid's got to stop. They need to come up with better like Stream Elements and Streamlabs have come up with better solutions than Twitch has. Is Twitch just trying to let them do it for them? I think that's stupid. But I think that's what Twitch is doing. Twitch is just like, let's just let everybody else figure this out. It's not costing us that much money. We're still the top dogs. We're still the 80, we'll say 85%. Because honestly, if I had to take a pie, and the pie is 6 slices, and you had Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook Gaming, at least 4 slices of the pie are Twitch, if not 5. Let's say 4, 1 slice is YouTube, and half a slice is Trovo and the rest of the sites. It's not a shot at Trovo, it's new, okay? Facebook Gaming has potential, but they gotta fix stuff. They have the interface, they bought Mixer. Fix your shit. YouTube is coming along. YouTube is paying content creators to leave Twitch if they're big dogs. Big dogs are leaving. Don't just leave because the big dogs are leaving thinking that, oh, I'm going to get so much support because I went to YouTube. People are dumb. People do that shit though. I've seen it all the time. People are like, I'm going to go to YouTube now because all these other people want to run to YouTube and I want to be like them. Like, no, don't do that shit. A stream where you want to stream. I stream on Twitch. I've been streaming on there for 3 years. I have a decent time, you know, and it feels like home to me. Will that change someday? Who the hell knows? I have no idea. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm still going to create content regardless. Doesn't matter if it's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, plug. But still, bottom line is YouTube is making some moves. Twitch better take notice. Twitch needs to stop worrying about butt emotes and other shit doesn't matter, and they need to worry about hate raids. They need to fix their interface, they need to clean shit, and they need to make the experience more efficient for affiliates. That's half the reason people leave Twitch. I'm an affiliate. I got affiliate pretty easily. 6 to 12 months later, I haven't gotten anywhere. The jump from affiliate to partner is like, and deserving so, it should be pretty big. But it's discouraging to some people. People who want to make this their career. People who want to, you know, people who want to stream for their livelihood. I myself, I enjoy creating content, just have fun, get my opinions out there, talk to people, entertain. That's my goal, is entertain. I have a day job, I have a life, I have a family, but I still love doing this. I love talking, always have, always will. So I wonder what YouTube's gonna do next, because YouTube now has, let's see, Lupo, TimTheTatman, Courage, and Dr. Disrespect. And I know a lot of people don't like Dr. Disrespect, but he brings in some pretty good numbers. So, you know, just saying, like, for what it's worth, it's definitely a big deal that they moved. We'll see how big of a deal it really is. All right, we're going to be ending the podcast off on a high note with some gaming news. First of all, speculation on Nintendo Switch having a reveal soon for more things is coming up. Let's see, Nintendo Directs usually happen in September. So do we really think that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct? There's a lot of going on. All I can say is Nintendo usually does one in September, and so there is rumors that they're going to be adding a emulator for Game Boy and Game Boy Color. We shall see, though. Now, do I really think that it's gonna happen? I don't know. We'll see. But according to Samus Hunter on Twitter, Nintendo leak inside. After teasing this, a couple posts I'm going to talk about clearly as the Nintendo Direct scheduled in September around the time WarioWare launches. It is useless to make a list of games past them, certainly because, in fact, I have nothing in hand. It's too early, but crossing some data, I'll be able to tell you, the folks will be Metroid Dread, will Advance Wars, Mario Party will have sections dedicated to some new features. Now, will more things be released? Who knows? Animal Crossing might get an update. Here's the big thing, though. Will they bring Game Boy and Game Boy Color emulators to the Switch? I would love that so much because there's so many great games. Like, let me be the first one to tell you, and I've probably said this on my podcast a few times, and I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face and I pass out. Here's the deal. If Nintendo brought back every Pokemon game on the Switch, just put every Pokemon game on the Switch, and charged, I don't know, $5-10 for each game, roughly, depending on how new it was, everybody would fucking buy it all the way up. It wouldn't even be a contest. Every single motherfucker who likes Pokemon, which is millions of people, if not billions, would buy every game nearly. Think of how much money that is. Combine millions times $5-10. That's a ton of money. I know me and wifey would buy every single version opposite of each other so we could trade and battle and stuff. That'd be a dream. If the Switch does this right, it'll be huge. It'll be super fucking big. Will they do it right? Probably not. A lot of the emulators on Nintendo and Super Nintendo for the Switch have been just awful, terrible, dog shit. Just absolute truth. Sorry to say, it is just how it is. Now, I know some people might be like, objection! I'm sorry, there's a lot of games on the Switch that are not that good on the emulators. You know? I mean, yeah, they got the Marios and some Zelda and some other stuff and some fun things, but they just don't have all the good ones. I mean, God, how can you not have Burger Time, Yo Noid, and some other fun stuff? I know it's probably licensing, but all I'm saying is it's going to be interesting to see what happens if there's a Nintendo Direct, if they actually do add this emulator type stuff for, you know, the coming months. Now, PlayStation's doing a showcase on Thursday, I believe tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow at 1 p.m. PDT, 9 p.m. BST. I don't know what all they're going to talk about because I don't really care about PlayStation, but it's going to be a lot of the games for PlayStation Studios. You know, apparently next gen of VR will make an appearance. We'll see plenty of great PS5 games. If you're excited about PlayStation 5 games, go watch that. That'll make you feel pretty good. I'll be happy for you with that. I mean, that's how it is. Alright, next thing. Pokemon Unite dropped the Blastoise into the game recently. Pokemon Unite's been doing some updates. I know they just updated Blissey a little bit too. I'm not sure what else they're doing, but Blissey's like the strongest thing in there. And there's a funky Slobo training outfit and some other cool stuff. I need to get back on the Pokemon Unite train. So if you ever want to play Pokemon Unite with me, let me know. That'd be fun. Also, Pokemon Go had some updates recently, including their task force finally reinstated the 80-meter gym and Pokestop distance versus the 40 distance that it was before. This happened recently, like a week or so ago. I wanted to touch on it because it's a good thing Pokemon Go did this, because a lot of people were boycotting and just not doing much in the game. Now people can safely go around. COVID's not done. COVID's not going away anytime soon. This isn't a fairy tale disease. This isn't a, thing that's some kind of f***ing imagination thing. It is real. So people need to understand that you need to be safe. Play more away from each other, 6 feet, distance, masks, wash your hands. Half the problem is people don't wash their hands enough, obviously. But what are you going to do? All I can say is Pokemon Go's been having some good events lately. The Lugia raids are okay, I'm not going to lie, I like Lugia. But I'm more so of a fan of the Psychic event right now because of the Psychic Spectacular having a new Pokemon. They finally dropped fucking Inkay into the game, which is cool. And Malamar's evolution. You have to collect 50 candy and then turn your phone or tablet upside down to evolve it. Other Pokemon appearing in the wild that are shiny: Abra, Slowpoke, Drowsy, Natu, Wobbuffet, Routes, Baltoy, Woobat. Not shiny. Gatidus, Solosis, Elgin, and Inkay, obviously. 1-star raids, Staryu, Chimico, Bronzor, Esper, and Inkay. 3-star raids, Alolan Raichu, Wobbuffet, Medicham, Metagross. Metagross is a good one to raid if you really want to use your free pass. Lugia, and then Mega Slowbro, Mega Raids. It's a decent event. It's got some decent stuff going on with it. You get an extra step on your Hoopa research, but you don't get to go too far, unfortunately. Ha ha ha. That's how life works. But yeah, in about 5.5 days, Mega Slowbro will be gone from raids. Lugia will also be gone. There will be the Lake Trio Spirits will be in raids with Shinies, and Mega Houndoom will also be in raids. It's going to be fun. Don't forget Oshawott Calm Day is Sunday, September 19th, which is going to be cool. Very, very fun. I'm guessing Fashion Week is where we're going to get Furfro, because if you look at the loading screen for Pokemon Go, you can see Furfro in it. But that's pretty exciting. It's going to be interesting and cool. I'm happy enough. I don't spend a whole lot of money on Pokemon Go anymore anyways, to be honest with you. A little bit here and there with like different things from, I don't know, some incubators and shit. But for me personally, I don't spend as much money as I used to. But that's life. Alright, so quick update too about this week, okay? I want to let everybody know there will not be a stream on Friday. I'm going to be at a banquet event with my wife. We are celebrating her new contract for her job with her company, and I'm gonna be on a boat. It's gonna be a cruise like celebration type thing, so there might be a funny video. I might do like a little 1 minute, something stupid on the boat, have a few drinks, have some fun. But yeah, no stream on Friday. I apologize. I'll be back to streaming on Monday with Yakuza 0, the gameplay. There is more coming, I promise, and I'm going to be recording some Pokemon Diamond next week as well. The podcast will be there. We're ready to talk some football. I'm going to do some other shit here and there. Stuff's going on. You need to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Hit the sub button, all right? Subscribe to my YouTube. Help me get to 100. There's a special video that I have in mind for the 100 sub, and it has something to do with our special guest host that we haven't seen in a little while because of COVID, Miss Charlotte. And if you don't know who Charlotte is, maybe I'll give you a taste of it later. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a blast. Follow my other socials: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Thank you guys so much. Remember, tell me if I'm wrong on any of my picks. Tell me if I'm wrong on anything in general. Have some fun. Tell me what your favorite football team is. What is your favorite go-to football snack or football drink? Have a great rest of your week, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.